Good morning, sunshines. I am hoping that it's not too windy because I found this little cabana and I thought it's not gonna be windy under here, but surely you guys see that there's still a little breeze, right? By my romantic looking hair. How are you guys doing today? Happy Saturday and good morning, sunshine. So y'all are starting to pop on. You guys know what to do. Good morning, Michelle. Pop in your good morning. Oh, Michelle, you are on fire fast. I love it. Pop in your good morning, sunshine. If it's your first time, drop a 1. And we are practicing our miracle morning together. Can you guys, Michelle, can you hear me okay? Well, or just like give me like a heart if you can, because I think my hand's covering the speaker. Kind of sort of hear me? I'll try this instead. Okay, so you guys are joining me on a beach this morning. Yes, okay, perfect. I don't know if I can turn this around with my broken arm. Let's see. I'm like locked in this little cabana. Oh, see, oh, okay. There you are. You're with me, and now all these people are gonna start looking at me like, she's crazy. So, thank you for joining me here at St. Pete's. Turn me back around. Jose, what's up, buddy? Okay. So we're miracle morning together. We're on day 13 or something. Who knows? We start getting a little confused as we keep going here. But I know that we are rocking it, and that a lot of you are doing your miracle morning for the first time because we're doing it together. And the first thing that we do is what? Because no? First thing we went over is gratitude, right? Because it's one of the easiest things to start off with. So your gratitude, message of gratitude on here. So pop in your good morning, sunshine, and then morning, Jennifer, morning, Kelsey. How are you guys? Anything that you are thankful for. And I will share with you this morning. What was I? Okay, so I'm always thankful for so many things. I am thankful for the number 13. Bam! I'm thankful for the little guys that set up all of these umbrellas that I'm sitting in. Like, I got out here, I don't know why, I woke up at like 6:45 this morning, which is fine. It's 4:45 at home, and I went to bed at like midnight, but that's cool. Ready to rock. So I came down here and just sat on the beach and read and drew massive amounts of circles in the sand. Guys, look how cool this is. Wait, you're thinking this isn't a video. Can you see all those little circles? You know your body's like the perfect protractor ever? Sure is. So I was doing that and I was watching these guys set up the beach. It took them hours to set up the beach, hours. And I'm thankful for that, but I'm also thankful that when I went over to like just grab my stuff and check in, he had a smile on his face and was just like, this is a great workout. We were just talking about his job, and I'm thankful for people who are of good attitudes, who it's not like you need to have the dream job to make your job the dream job, right? You need to have the dream attitude to make your dream job the dream job, or your dream life the dream life. And that's what he had, just out here for hours just setting up these chairs. So I'm grateful for people like that. Guys, as you jump on here, morning Bree, morning Shayna, drop your good morning, sunshine, a 1 if it's your first time, and then something that you're thankful for so that we can get our miracle morning done together. The second piece, we're gonna start getting faster through these as you guys learn the process, right, is our affirmations. So what are you today? I bet Michelle throws this down like a champ. Morning, Michelle, because you are rocking this. So what's some of your I ams? Like I was telling you guys yesterday, I am relaxed, I am at peace, I am calm. This is funny, I was sitting up, like I told you guys this morning, and I'm practicing my like I am calm and I am peaceful, and I'm like, I am nailing this. Like, I'm down on the beach, and then I'm like, okay, wait, you're standing like drawing these circles with your feet, which I almost fall over every time. I'm listening to music, I'm reading a book. Like, that's not relaxed. I think that's relaxed. That's me doing 16 things at once, and I force myself to sit down and actually just take my music out and just read my book for a bit. So my I ams are coming about, like, right? They're coming to fruition because I'm stating that they are. Good morning from Panama City, Rodney. Awesome. I love it. So what are some things that you are thankful for? And then also, what are some of your I ams that you're doing, your affirmations today? And it doesn't have to start with an I am, whatever that looks like for you guys. Sorry about the breeze. Hopefully you can still hear me. Visualization, we started into yesterday. Actually, first, but rewind. Your savers. Did you guys do any of your silence or your meditation yesterday? Share with me if you did. We're going to start going in order eventually. So just curious if you guys are getting that piece in, because I don't want to sit on the phone and just be like for 20 minutes with you guys, because that's weird, right? That's weird. So you got to do your silence on your own, not when I'm jabbing at you. And then we started our visualizations yesterday. It was perfect because we were talking about the gymnastics meet that I'm down in Florida for, and how I used to practice with my mind, and the gymnasts practice with their mind so much, especially with injuries. And then we had an activity where you were going to see how colorful you could make your life. And that was by writing down your full schedule, the schedule that you did yesterday. And I'm not going into any more of this. I'm doing Tenacity and, oh my gosh, Tenacity, and you guys tell me what I'm doing. Like I'll remember right after a second. Okay, I'm not doing that because I know some of you didn't do the activity from yesterday still yet, because it takes time and it takes action, and it's not just thinking about it, it's doing, right? Just like this. Awesome, Michelle. When you're going on, you're actually sharing all these things. Morning, Teresa. So yesterday's project was to write down a list of what your schedule was, a reminder for those of you guys that were on, of what you did every day, and then highlight the things that you loved, that you were super excited, that you would want to visualize yourself doing every day, and see how colorful your page is, your one day. And then the bonus challenge was to write another one of what your perfect day would be, your dream day would be, and see how colorful that one is, to see if you can try to bridge the gap between the two, right? So today I wanted to just, I told you guys I had something else, but I was at the meet yesterday and watching these girls compete. You guys, they did awesome. And something that was really cool, but I think happened for my daughter, and you know, you're watching as they start to warm up and everything looks good, and all week long coach was like, she's nailing her packs, it's this release, like her bars are looking so good, Cal, so good, and like that's awesome. And you guys know the last meet she hit, which means she went 4 for 4, which means she didn't fall in any event. I was super excited about it. Well, this meet, I am super excited for her that she failed. She fell in her first event. She fell in bars, and she was doing, like, she hit her releases and stuff, but then one of the last moves that she does, she hits it every single time, and she fell, and she was kind of frustrated with herself. And she got up, she finished, whatever. Like, I don't usually see like a little scowl on her face, but I did a little bit. She was, you know, a little irritated. Went on and had a couple other like falls during the meet. Well, one other fall, whatever. Okay, so point being is this was a good thing, you guys. So I was super happy that she stuck a couple weeks ago, and I'm super happy that she fell yesterday, because there was something that happened there. And what the word is, what it comes down to, is she's finding more tenacity in her practice. And by that, and I learned the word of tenacity when I was young. Like, that was something my coaches taught to me from the beginning about really going hard for things with acknowledgement that there's going to be failure when you go hard. And being tenacious, being careful, and tiptoeing through this is my skill set again in gymnastics, right? Tiptoeing through that is going to result in small skill set, not as many failures in terms of like falling, but failures in the lack of growth and the lack of success, right? I'm choking real bad. So if only I had like a pina colada, right, on the beach. I don't. So, you know, looking at her competition yesterday, I was talking to the coach. Thanks, Michelle. I was talking to the coach, and we were saying how excited we were, because what she fell on was because she actually went bigger, went harder, was tenacious, going after a skill that usually she plays small in, right? So usually she does a skill where she knows she can make it a certain way. It's not going to be perfect, it's not going to be great, but it's going to be accomplished at that level, and she's not going to fall. Instead, she decided to take it a step further. She decided to go all the way for it, and she fell. And that's a freaking remarkable thing. And it's just like our lives, right? Like, it directly relates to everything that we do. And looking at our lives, are we playing big or are we playing small? Are we being tenacious or are we being tentative with our life? Not just one skill, not just a practice, not just a sport, right? How are you living your life each and every day? And like I said, with the visualization piece of it, you can start to visualize yourself being more tenacious, right? Maybe being a little bit less tentative. Maybe it just starts with that. But regardless of that piece, like, review, like look at your life right now. Where are you being tenacious and where are you being tentative? And are you fearful of being tenacious because tenacious comes with failure, right? Tenacity comes with definitely things are going to go wrong. Absolutely, they're going to go wrong. And it's funny, I was reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill this morning again. I just haven't read it for a while, so I wanted to read it without taking notes or anything, just like I would a leisure book, and just take it in. And you forget things, of course, right? I forget so many things. But I was looking at the beginning of the beginning of the book. It's directly relating to, I wasn't planning on this relating right now, but it was directly relating when he's talking about, reviewing your life and the tenacity of sitting, so much hair in my mouth, of sitting back and just letting life happen to you. But when you decide to actually go for something, it's not going to be perfect. Like a lot of times, there's one of the first chapters is how you're 3 feet from success. And when you decide to quit, when you decide not to go hard, that's you were like right on the brinks of success. You were just so close. And a lot of times, our success and our like that passion, that finding, like the moment where everything clicks is right around the corner, but we quit because we choose not the path of tenacity, right? But we're going the other way. So that's really what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Again, morning Andrea, morning Annie, how are you? Morning Jolene. Guys, thank you for joining me. We're just wrapping up here and looking at, what does your life look at? Like, so of course I want you to do that activity with your page. How colorful can you make your page? Rewind and watch if you haven't done that. But then outside of that, are you living a tenacious life? Are you living a tentative life? Do you tiptoe through each and every day, trying not to step on a piece of glass so that you don't get hurt? Or are you sprinting and failing and enjoying and learning and growing? Because whatever your answer is perfect, right? Because if you're super content with a tiptoe life, that's great. But if you are seeking a little bit more and you're watching this because you're like, I do want to find like my next thing, right? Yes. Sorry, I just start like watching everybody else's. Morning, Molly. How are you? So, if that's what you want, that's great. But if you're seeking for more, you guys, where can you be a little more tenacious? Where can you fall a little bit more? And then when you do realize, that's a good thing. Celebrate it. Just like I'm celebrating Kinsey's meet, and I'm celebrating her fall, and I'm celebrating her decision to go big instead of play small, because we grow when we go big instead of when we sit back and watch, right? Guys, that is it. Teresa, thank you so much. The name of the book is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And that's awesome. When you guys talk like to me there, it's really cool to be able to interact with you guys. It feels really good, so I appreciate that, Teresa. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It's one of the originals, and he took 20 years of his life to study success and basically provide you with, if you're ready for it, the solution to attracting all of those things into your life. It's a really cool book. Definitely recommend it. Have your own copy so you can read it over and over again. Thank you guys so much. Reminders always at the end, right? If this is your first time watching, drop a 1. Otherwise, your good morning sunshine. Even when you get done with this video, if you didn't have time to think about your gratitude or your affirmations, take a couple minutes and write them and share us when you're like, if you visualize, and if you guys did that activity, I'd love to see you. Like, you can like blur it out, but I'd love to see how colorful your page is, or not colorful, and what your dream day, how colorful that is. So it should be really colorful, right? All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much. I'm going to show you the beach one more time, because why not? Some of you all are in Colorado. Did it snow? I believe it snowed, right? Wait, there it is. Yeah, guys, best ever. Those are my circles. Not being relaxed. So in case you're sitting in snow and you wish you were here, you are right now sitting with us. A dust, just a dust, Teresa says. I love it. All right, you should see me with my one wing trying to flip it around. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Good to see you. See you tomorrow on Sunday. Fun day, Sunday. And have a glorious day. Try that activity. Okay, bye.